All right, dude. Sprit, like, I needed your help today, and like, you're super letting me down, man. Like, you're late. Like, I don't know what you were doing today.
Listen, do you want me to tell you? First,
Yeah.
I got out of bed. And then I had to go to school. And then I tried to call my brother to come pick me up from school because my lips were hurting real bad.
Well,
Like, I didn't even eat breakfast. I wanted to eat tater tots, but then they got kicked in my pants.
what?
They got squished.
You had tater tots in your pants.
Yes, you've never done that? Like, you just want some snacks to eat during school?
What the hell?
Like,
They were
ooh.
school tater. Okay.
You know? And then, let's see. And then last night, I thought my grandma was going to make me dinner, but it turned out she was actually making my llama her little casserole, so I had to go feed her. She didn't want to eat because she's just a fat lard. Okay?
Hold on. Wait a second.
That sounds like a really famous movie that I know.
Did that really happen to you? Did
Yes.
Did your brother also meet a girl online named LaFonda?
He was busy IMing her all day getting chicks online.
Was it the sweetest babes? I don't know. It sounds really familiar. Like I'm having some kind of deja vu right now, I think.
Yeah, and then my uncle Rico moved in with us, and he was eating all of our steaks, so I couldn't even get my, wonderful steaks.
Ruining your lives, I bet.
Yes, gosh.
Dude, this sounds really familiar, like the great movie Napoleon Dynamite.
No, listen. And then I had a karate class.
Okay.
And my teacher, he was just like, grab my arm. And I did. And he's like, no, my other arm. And I did. And he's like, no, my other arm. Okay.
And he hit your brother in the head. Or you?
Yes.
How did you and your brother get to this martial arts class?
So neither of us drive. So he was riding his bike, and I was on the handlebars.
What? You were all right. That's vaguely familiar, I guess. But that really does sound really, really, really close to a movie called Napoleon Dynamite, where they played tetherball. He had tater tots kicked. His favorite animal.
Followed me around my life. They got those real events from me.
Damn,
that's kind of crazy. Did your brother and LaFonda make a movie?
LaFonda forever.
They tried to, and then they rode away on a white stallion. And
I think that was a Greyhound bus. But all right. Well,
how you look at
it. Excuse me. Since you've been waiting here, I've been waiting here so long, like I cracked open a bottle of Evan Williams, and I've just been smashing that. So I'm trying to get to this movie. All right.
What movie have you been waiting for?
Dude, I don't even know how to do it, right? Usually Anthony does this part, but I believe it's called Azrael. I don't know how to say it. Azrael. All I know is that it's about, I think, kind of an apocalypse thing that happens, and then everybody who survives it is like mute or something. I have no idea. But
how do you make a mute movie?
I don't know. If they can make movies called like Quiet Place and Bird Box, then that might be the same thing. But Azrael, I think that's how I'm going to say it. But I'm going to go grab a refill real quick. And then, we'll jump into this movie, all right?
Dad, how did you smash that?
All right.
4 minutes.
There it goes, because I'm a G, son.
Sloppy flute is in the night. Sweater holder shining bright. Where the gum tastes just right. Slacking hands in the moonlight. Berated
Rated G, rated PG, rated PG-13, rated NC-17, and rated R are certification marks owned by the Motion Picture Association, Inc. This podcast has not been rated or certified pursuant to the Motion Picture Association, Inc.'s film rating system, nor is this podcast authorized by, endorsed by, or affiliated with the Motion Picture Association, Inc.
All right. Welcome to this episode of Berated B-Rated Movies. Anthony is not here today. I think he's all the way on the East Coast, actually. I think he's on vacay with the family. So, I am stepping in, Brian with a B, and with me is my son, Kane.
Hi, world.
All right. Just acting weird instead of normal. And then also his aunt, Sprit.
Yes, again.
Oh, I was like, oh, okay. Both of them. Just silent treatment tonight. But with that, thank you guys for being on. Before we start jumping into the movie, let's see. I think check out our website, beratedbratedmovies.com, where we have tips to survive a indie horror movie night. We have a merch tab where you can buy all your tees, tanks, hoodies, stickers, stuff like that for our merchandise for our podcast. We have a sister podcast called Everything Gets Berated, where we talk about every other kind of movie beside indie horror movies. And sometimes we actually do talk about indie horrors on that podcast as well. Excuse me. I think tonight we're watching a movie. I believe it's called Azrael, Azrael. I don't even really remember watching the trailer for it, but I believe that there was like an apocalyptic event that happened. And then after that, there was just a bunch of mute people left. So maybe if you just talk too much after the apocalypse happened, they're just like, all right, bye, bitch. And then you die. I don't know. We're about to find out.
You have 5 words.
Do you think there's a lot of signing in this movie if they're mute?
I don't know if there is, and I'll let the world know if they're legit or not, you know?
How would you know?
Because I'm the fucking greatest signer in the world. Maybe you've heard about me?
No, can't say I have.
Really?
I'll Google it and see if you're in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, my father is good.
Yeah, no, I know everything. You know?
What are your references?
Just deaf people in the entire states of Idaho, California, Nevada, Pakistan, you name it. People have known of a man named Brian with a B to be the greatest interpreter. I was one of the founders of male interpreters, dude. I was the most requested tutor in college history.
Can you interpret at like a rap concert?
Oh, 100% I can interpret a rap concert. Mm-hmm.
My dad went to my school.
I guess we'll see.
My dad went to my school because we had career week, and he completely embarrassed me with that list.
Yeah.
That brain rot writ.
Yeah, I know everything. But everything I know. So, with that, I'm going to queue up already. So, are you queued up?
Yes, I am.
And then everybody else can queue up right now for Azrael. I don't know what the fuck this is. And then, yeah, Azrael. And then, on the count of 3, we're just going to hit play.
Perfect.
All right? All right. 1, 2, 3, play. See? And now we're going in. IFC Films.
IFC Films.
Here we go. Ooh, a Shudder film, huh? What?
Nice
Dude,
little eagle.
Ooh, America. Is that where your TV is?
Off on the side.
Man, you better just turn sideways then. My camera just sees the side of my face. Gonna break your neck. A C2 motion picture group. Uh-oh. I thought I was going to say trauma.
Traffic.
Thought I was going to say tariff.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's going to like this movie because nobody likes traffic.
C2 motion picture group.
There's a lot of stuff. If there was only some soft under something kind of music playing.
That's what it's missing.
Homeless Bob production.
Homeless Bob.
Damn.
I know that guy.
Did that say 2 squirrels?
Yeah, if Homeless Bob. Okay, so here it goes. Many years after the rapture, among the survivors, some are driven to renounce their sin of speech. Ew, is there choosing not to talk? Like that dude from fucking Little Miss Sunshine movie?
Maybe. We're about to find out.
Oh, there's a hole in a wooden wall. That's the shittiest glory. What?
Is it a church?
I don't know what church has a shitty glass glory hole like that, but...
A run-down church? A haunted church? Why does she look like a nun?
Except she's wearing all white? All right, then some random-ass ugly painting. Oh, here we go. Now I'm guessing we're in the...
woods.
There you go.
All right.
There's be a church in the middle of the woods.
There is. I think that's where Little Red Riding Hood stopped to get all those muffins for her grandma.
Yeah, her mom didn't make them.
I know. Where was Little Miss Riding Hood's mom?
She stayed at home and let her kid wander into the forest.
That's a good parent.
Her father's gone.
Ew, are those the same berries from fucking The Village? I swear to God, if this movie turns out to be The Village status, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm giving you guys a fair warning right now. What's that rage person on Dude Perfect?
Oh, the rage monster.
Yeah, I'll do that. If this movie turns out to be like The Village, I'm going to be hella pissed.
What is The Village?
Just a movie that you should watch someday.
I wouldn't go into the forest alone.
I know, right? Who the hell, from all the transgressions, deliver me?
I have become mute.
I have become mute. I open not but my mouth.
I open not my mouth.
What?
I open not my mouth.
Okay, how you eat then? Okay, so
Open
this dude,
mouth, speak.
this dude. Oh, so they're all just ventriloquists.
All
So
right.
there's this dude in the woods trying to make a fire, probably to heat up like some water and food. And this rude woman just runs up and puts his fire out and pushes him like she's trying to fight him.
Literally puts his fire out, and he's just minding his own business.
Damn, what a hater, dude.
The next time I set a fire out in the woods, I'm putting a tripwire to the closest tree.
Right? Now this dude's not going to be able to eat a can of beans or anything. Ooh, she just turned around.
Imagine eating cold beans.
Gross. I like how this guy, is he wearing...
her?
He's like, oh.
I love you and your burnt jacket that you put out with my fire.
Dude, if she was like, I'm so cold, I'd say, I don't give a shit.
Should not put my fire out.
He should have let my fire keep going. Are they a couple now?
I mean, why not start hugging a stranger in the woods?
Are they doing like, what is that, butterfly kisses, Eskimo kisses, and then a real kiss?
They were like hesitant to kiss. Like,
I love you for putting my fire out.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at both of them, you know.
Completely killing my entire body.
One of my things would be, if I became homeless, I probably would never make out ever again because my teeth wouldn't be clean and that other homeless person's teeth wouldn't be clean. So then she's like, oh, I got a present for you. And she gives him a fucking bracelet made out of twigs and berries that she just made.
That barely even fits.
I guarantee that she forgot their anniversary. And she's like, oh, I'm going to go into the woods real quick to take a shit. And then when she was in there dropping that D, she made a bracelet.
And now they hear something. I bet
that looks like RZA. It looks like RZA from Wu-Tang Clan, except with dreads. Now they're running through the forest. Oh, here you go. So
It's
if you run through a forest, do you run or do you hide? Kane?
I mean,
I play Fortnite and I attack.
Okay, well, that's instantly gone. Sprit, run through a forest.
I would try to run and then I would hide because
Yeah, they ran for literally 4 seconds.
I would first find and then run to see if it's easy to fight, scary, or not able to fight and stuff like that. Because if it's able for me to fight, then I'm not scared.
I would go option C and just stand my ground. I would just drop my pants and be like, I'm ready for you. So that way I don't have any kind of stuff restrictions.
They split up. She went one way, he went the other.
Because that's what you should also do. If you don't want to survive, you should split up.
Yeah. And you keep looking back over your shoulder as you're running.
God, I hope she hits a tree, just like cartoon style, smashes her face in a tree.
Okay.
Shrill whistle in the distance.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. So she got startled, and there's this dude just staying there in a ready position. He just started right at her.
If this was made in 2025, I would try to put a sign up and leaves as a line and say, if you cross this, you're gay.
No.
Because then they wouldn't.
Did he just
so now there's
her?
Did he stab her?
No, he need her.
Yeah.
He need her. Well, before he need her, her eye was all twitching. You know?
He didn't stab her, but he was holding on to her, and then.
And he's like, hi-ya, right in the front middle.
Now they're both getting kidnapped, and one of them has a machete.
All right. Somebody had a chain against. That's, you know what? Maybe you should take your car to the mechanic. You shouldn't have to chain your trunk closed. Oh, so now this guy thinks he's last of the Mohicans, huh? And he whistles for everybody to come. Damn, is that a Toyota Camry?
Thought it was a Challenger.
Yeah, so did I.
It could have been a Cadillac CTS.
Okay, you're kind of right.
Always.
One of those things that we saw.
All right, so now they're still going up, and then here it is.
Here's the title.
Azrael.
So 2 cars just driving down a dirt road in the forest.
One missing a headlight.
Samara Weaving. What if it was Samara's weaving? Okay, hurry up. Weave me that basket. No? Vic Carmen. Katrina. So I'm guessing this isn't I'm guessing this is a foreign film. Christopherson? You heard of Chris Christopherson? I'm pissed Christopherson.
I don't know any
of lyrics, bruh. What?
I don't know any of these names.
Me either.
Okay, so it's definitely a foreign film because they have right-hand drive.
I thought they were driving normal.
Okay, well, if you were driving, would you take your eyes off the road to look at the trees?
I do every day.
I sure do.
Enjoy nature.
Are they German?
I don't know, dude. I don't know whatever. Goynielson. I'm gonna have to for sure have Anthony's working to get these names tagged. The first director, Marco Sigilia. There's some long ass credits too. I tell you one time there was a bat in my house. Not in my house, but you know.
Where you live now?
No, the other house. Well, yes. The other house. We were recording. There's been a bat my entryway to my front door. There's bats hanging there.
They don't get hot?
Dude, I don't know. They sleep upside down. The blood goes to their head anyways. I poked one and it would turn to Edward. Right? That was Edward, right? He was the bat?
Wait. Yeah.
Uh-oh. So now they're out of the trunk and now they're walking.
Still in the forest, just a different part.
It's a long forest.
Speaking of stuff like that, did my dad tell you about the adventure he was on? He hit an iceberg. He had to swim really long in this freezing cold water.
Yeah, that happened. couple weeks ago. Uh-oh.
You had them?
So there's just a chair sitting in. Is that a chair? Or is that a tree stump built?
A tree stump.
Yeah, it looks like a tree stump.
It looks like a tree
there's
stump built into a chair.
Okay.
Oh, there is a chair. No, they made the. I don't know.
See, even after the apocalypse, there's still people that have nice artistic ability. Where there's like, we need to kill everybody. No, not me. I'm a doctor. Okay, no, don't kill me. I can whittle a chair out of a fucking dead tree stump. You know what? We might need that in case we need to tie people up after we have all of our cans tied around trees.
I just want to know why they took them.
I don't know.
And why those people have their backs turned towards them. Like,
well, here comes the leader looking like the bad guy from Kindergarten Cop.
they can't even talk.
Oh, yeah, they can't.
So they're just
kidding. That's a woman.
Other.
Right? They're like, I dare you to talk. No, I dare you to talk.
Like, don't look at me with those eyes.
Yeah, up here she comes. She's like, you don't have any conditioner, do you? Oh, she just opened up that straight razor, huh?
Oh, she's going to cut her shin. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. I'm glad that even after the apocalypse, that women are still shaving their legs. I'm proud of you guys.
But how?
I don't care how, as long as they do.
How do you think people brushed their teeth back in the day? They used one of those trees.
And now there's just a random set of wind.
Maybe somebody farted.
What if it's quiet? What if it's like Quiet Place?
What if they had to cut her shin to get like spirits awakened?
But then why'd they hang up all those disgusting pieces of trash in the woods, huh?
So they can know that they're there to make their little wind chimes, and make it spooky.
Why are they so high up in the air? So nobody hits them? Like, they're like, no kid's going to run and jump and touch these.
Dang
No.
it.
So then they leave her and
just tied up in the chair?
Like, all right, bye, sucker.
Try to slide your arm out then. Like, try to pull your arm.
She just got her shin cut. Her arm hurts real bad, I bet.
That's why I said slide your arm, not your legs, Dad.
And I just said her shin was cut, so her arm hurts real bad. Boom. I don't make mistakes. I'm on point, son. So then everybody, or do they turn their back to her? Like, yeah. Oh, we don't want to see what's about to happen.
Wait, I just saw a face, like in one of the.
Uh-oh. But it also looks like that tree stump chair was like burnt. So it looks like it's probably pretty easy to just bust out of.
It's probably petrified.
I feel like they're trying to sacrifice her. That's the
probably
vibe that I'm getting, and that's why they can't look.
There's like, if we kill so many people, then we'll be able to talk again.
Yeah, everybody else looks all concerned and scared, like they awakened something.
It's one of the kindergarten games, except it's very serious.
Yeah, like how they're still going to talk. There's like breathing hard. They start grunting like monkeys. Like,
is her neck slit?
They looked at it and it had like a red like scar. It looked like a cross.
Like right.
Yeah.
Her Adam. Well, she doesn't have an Adam's apple, but like that area.
There's for sure.
Someone's coming. She's freaking out.
Yeah, there's something back there. I just saw it. It's like a black figure.
Is she like a witch?
I mean, she probably isn't, but she probably thinks that she is. And then she's like, oh. And she's like closing her hands like she's in like a Boys to Men music video where she's like calling for your girl to come back to you. Uh-oh.
See, I knew it.
Looks like Black Slender Man.
That's like attracted to blood. And that's
maybe
why they cut her.
But good thing during the apocalypse, all the razor scooters were destroyed too. You know how many people got shinned with razor scooters? Uh-oh, here it comes. So this woman's summoning the power of her inner being.
That's a petrified like chair. Should that be because it got burned? I mean, wait.
Uh-oh.
I just remember other guy came from?
Take a hold of China.
What the hell? So everybody has their back to the girl, and everybody's just breathing hard like they're getting surprise butt sexed.
And they're also barking.
But
What
then
the?
she tried to get out, and then one of the guys ran after her to get her to sit, and boom.
Right to the neck. She broke the chair. You can't even get that chair from IKEA.
She
Right to the
stabbed
neck.
him right in the jugular.
Right in the neck. What a loser.
It's the guy from Saturday Night Live.
I don't know. Oh, and then the monster
Took
side
him.
tackles him. God. Is that a monster? Or is that just somebody that has like
Ew.
3-degree burns? And the monster puts its fingers in his neck and spreads it open.
I haven't showered
To get the inside of his neck.
Starts
Gross.
licking the inside of his neck. All right, I guess if that's what you want. You don't want
And
the skin. I mean,
everybody
like, you don't eat the
else
skin
out.
of, you don't eat the skin of animals that we eat.
like fish.
You don't eat the skin of fish.
Because you don't eat fish at all. Fish is gross.
Fish is delicious.
Amazing.
No. Oh, she
Almost.
got out now. She's running.
But she has that thing still attached to her arm like she's the predator.
Yeah.
She's
Like Iron Man with no power.
pretty much. Yep, she's still just running through this woods. These guys are still just like reverse circle jerking.
Because they had no idea what happened. She got away without them even knowing.
It made it seem like the guy with the long hair. So there's a guy with long hair, a white guy with long hair. It looks like, I don't know, an olive-skinned dude that's bald and a woman with long hair. And there was a white guy that had M&M hair.
Not so shady.
So,
Well, the girl got away.
yeah, the girl got away, and the 3 bad guys now go into the chair like, what's going on? And they see their friend get drug away.
That's why you don't turn your back when you're trying to sacrifice someone.
That's why Don Vito has made it through 85 Fast and Furious movies.
Somehow, not so some shady didn't scream at all, so they didn't hear him.
Maybe. Uh-oh. Like, where is this at?
I want to say this is like Germany or like Ireland.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, she's in the deep, deep, deep forest, and there's like a brick house looking building, maybe even a fort. And like, I don't even know what was in there. It looked like a tank missile thing. Like, what is that? It looks like a crack pipe for fucking gigantic giants. Like, if giants had giants, that's how big that crack pipe would be for.
Well, at least
You
she found
know?
running water right by that crack pipe.
I mean,
It's the beanstalk.
maybe Jack of the Beanstalk. So just kind of like, hey, remember earlier today when you gave that guy that bracelet? Maybe we should look for him.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Well, we're about to find out, I bet.
He went the complete opposite direction like before. Remember?
Oh, so now she's going to rinse her. Please get Dysteria. She's putting the cold water, right?
Salt water.
That water
Oh.
better be clean.
You know it's not.
She sees an ox taking a mutated ox, like in Daybreak.
Yeah,
Just take it.
that pug. All right. So she's done kneeling down. She's like, all right, I'm going to cross this river, because that's what you should do. You should always get your feet soaking wet
No,
when
you
you
should always cross a raging river when you see a person trying to get you.
I mean,
And she just
maybe
stops.
you can lose your. Oh, she stops in the middle of the river to remember
That's
kissing that
watching
dude.
I thought that was a monster.
Maybe it was. Maybe she is in love with the monster, like in Hotel Transylvania.
Monsters hiding under her bed.
Look, there's a mattress right there. You know how many people have become great with child on that mattress?
Is this just like an old, rundown, homeless shelter?
Dude, who knows? But right now isn't the time to be looking for 4-leaf clovers.
Oh, she's gonna make another bracelet. She found her berries.
Damn it. It looks like she's trying to get bay leaves so that way her house doesn't have moths. But guess what? You don't have a house.
But guess what else? She's gonna use those berries on her shin.
Yeah, those
Oh.
definitely look like berries, not leaves.
She's going to. Oh, I thought she was going to chew them, make a paste. But she just did the whole grind it in your palm. So it opens up the plant and then puts it right to her. But at the same time, she only put it like the middle of her shin.
Maybe she only wanted to put it, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, and then right behind her, here comes freaking
Johnny.
Another
good
person.
night.
Oh, this reminds me of The Walking Dead.
I don't know.
The walking, not living.
Dude, this person looks like they just have like 4th-degree burns all across their body from head to toe.
What if it's Joe from Family
What if
Guy,
it's like a crossover between a show and a movie into this movie?
Dude, it does look pretty creepy. Like, you know how long? Think about when you and I were doing that movie, when we were doing the Don Quixote. Think about how long it took for makeup in that. Remember when I was just getting my black eye done? And now imagine, look at that entire body is covered from head to toe. You know how long that must have taken?
And how many different people that it had to
Dude.
take that?
Well, if there's like, you know what, just put on this shirt and be good to go.
Just jump in mud, like in the greasy strangler. Like,
Maybe.
Or,
I like how it said, what did it say? Something throat breathing. Like, what? Oh, so now she thinks she's, ew, she really did survive that, huh? I'm guessing, okay.
she was hiding and then that thing just left her. It reminds me, what is that movie with
A Quiet Place.
and
With who?
he has his Will Smith and he has his dog.
Legend.
Yeah. Like where it has like those little creatures that come out and he tries.
Well, did you ever see A Quiet Place with Jim Halpert?
No.
You never saw any of those Quiet Places?
No.
You should watch A Quiet Place.
they're crazy. They're funny.
Yeah,
I'll add
A
that to
Quiet
my-
Place. Don't watch the third one, though. The third one, which is supposed to be the very, very, very first one.
I hate movies like that.
Well,
where
they
they're
made A Quiet Place, and then it's, like
What about Godzilla -1?
I have sisters, and I know for a fact that they're not anywhere near as tough as this woman in A Quiet Place.
Excuse you.
Just sprint. There's a scene where the woman messes up and pulls a rusty nail straight up, then steps on the rusty nail.
On purpose?
Not on purpose, but the rusty nail is like 3 inches long. If you stepped on a rusty nail, would you be able to be like, don't say anything, don't make a sound? Or would you be like, God damn it?
I
Yeah.
mean, I did grab an electric fence twice.
I
So
was in the
that's-
movie
that's
theater. Yeah. I was in the movie theater when she stepped on that rusty nail. I was like, holy shit. And they made me leave. I had to
Well,
go
that's
home and watch it.
Into the movie.
I know.
Have you watched Big City Greens?
No.
Okay, so there's this episode where the Cricket brings a Lego piece to a library for some reason, and that Lego piece should not be legal in the USA because of how many people have stepped on them. It literally had spikes on them. He
Yeah.
stepped on it. His entire you could see the spikes poking through his
Uh-oh.
foot, and he screamed as loud as he could in the library because of all that.
Yeah. Because it hurts. So then she goes back. She's looking for her boyfriend now.
But she
What?
went to camp.
She like crawls through a fence made out of like trees or twigs and bushes and leaves. And there's an entire community, not even a camp, There's entire, like, they have roads that they go, like, front doors, doorbells. Like, what the hell kind of campsite is this? Uh-oh.
Is that the guy who kidnapped her?
I don't know, but he's chewing on a piece of wood.
That's I think before actual modern toothbrushes were made.
I think that's Fort Hall.
I mean, maybe you're not far off.
But, well, there's a Ford Taurus that's hiding. Wait a second. So then all of a sudden she, like, looks over and she sees,
A flashback.
nope, she sees the bracelet. Oh, I thought that was a tunnel to underground. But she sees a,
Thought.
Bro, can you really not see the trap?
that's not a trap door, see? I thought it was a door. But that's just no, that's just a piece of wood on the ground. So when they're standing level, and then there's handcuffs. So they chained him to that tree.
She found their camp.
She shit in their camp?
No, she found it.
Uh-oh.
Because the people who took her are there now.
Yeah. So then here's a weird thing is, like, look at how big this camp is.
And there's only 2 people that live there.
Like, if you were leaving, if you're, like, running away from somewhere, then it's like, hey, wait a second. I found a town called Las Vegas. What is that? What the fuck?
Was that an old person?
Dude, there's an old-ass grandma just laying in the tent. Look, so, okay, I'm calling bullshit on this, okay? How many times have you gone camping, Britt? When has your tent ever been pitch black like that in the middle of the day?
Well, I don't have, like, a tin roof on my...
Oh, well, that is pretty legit, though.
So...
curtains.
All right, never mind. I take back what I said. I thought that was a tent. And I was like, damn.
I think everybody thought that was a tent. What if it was just like that world's blackest paint?
Dude, the worst part about camping is having to wake up when the sun comes up because your tent's all hot and everything. So now we're at the Glory Hole Church. Oh, what was that?
Just that everybody's in that church with, like, that nun-looking person all in white.
Ugh, so it's a homeless Glory Hole Church.
It's like a cult. Like, they have to, like, sacrifice people who aren't in it.
That's really weird. That'd be really shitty if I was like, hey, Brittany, I'm in a basketball league and you need to donate money to it. Otherwise, I'm going to murder you. But it's not very fair. Now there's paintings on the wall where it's like the scene, and then they're zooming in on that glory hole. Look at how fucking dangerous that glory hole is.
I think
Splinters.
I think that nun lady is pregnant.
And that's why there's blood all around that glory hole. Because of how dangerous it looked. All these people, like...
They all look so scared.
Maybe. I would be scared too. Like, if I went...
Then don't be there.
Exactly. Like, if I was like, you know what? I need to find a new church. And I went to this church and it was like, all right, we're homeless. I'd be like, okay, first off, the smell alone fucking sucks. I'm
Like,
leaving.
one
And then
is
the fact that everybody here looks like they have some fucking stage 4 disease. Like, I'm not gonna be here.
You know what I did when we were camping?
Farted.
So
Got him.
And now everybody's leaving.
yeah, so
Ew, she is pregnant.
So, I had 2 problems. 1, it was bright in the morning, and 2, I was cold at night. So, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I put the blanket above my head.
And just hotboxed it all night long.
Yeah.
Ew,
Gross.
did you get pink eye?
Do you know what hotboxing means?
What?
It means you're just farting inside of your sleep bag, so
I
that way
know I
that
didn't.
hot air can circulate.
That's not the hot box I was thinking of.
Well, I mean, all right. So now the nun and the bad woman that just murdered somebody else, you know, now they're talking. Well, I mean, just looking
They're
at each
talking
other.
with their eyes.
And she gets pimp slapped by the nun.
Because she knows she lost her person.
Then the wood creaks. But at the same time, you sacrifice somebody.
But at the same time, that person ran away. So maybe
But
the spirits are angry and they're going to go after them. And that wasn't part of the deal.
if the spirits were angry, then why'd they take that other guy?
What if the baby just turns out to be one of those monsters that hasn't showered for 36 years?
Hopefully. That'll teach him a lesson.
Possibility.
So then she's all confused, like, why'd I get slapped? And here she comes, just creaking on this wood.
It's fine. I'm confused and I didn't get slapped.
Right?
Is that a doll hanging?
Unknown, especially. Have you seen those people that play elevator roulette?
Yeah, they're pretty. Ew. So then they have she's in the crawl space.
Ew.
The lady that ran away is in the crawl space. Like,
underneath that creepy church.
Yeah, she's seeing the people like walking around it. But like, why is there so many burlap sacks underneath there?
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
Super old, and maybe they had to hide bodies under there.
Hanging from the, are they called raptors? Even though they're on the ground? That's gross.
I don't know.
Gross. And that's a tall ass crawl space because she's sitting. She's sitting on her butt, like straight up in the air.
At school, the desk.
She's been caught. She's getting crawled after. Very quickly.
Good one. Good one with the crawled after.
Okay, she's literally on her knees. That has to be a massive crawl space because I can't even sit down on my like under my seat at school. So if there's ever a drill, like I have to lay down.
Yeah, that's good because you're tall. You're not some nerd shorty.
You know, if I was getting attacked or choked, I would probably break my mutity and start screaming or something.
I wouldn't. If I knew my life depended on it, I would just not even talk. But at the same time, if that person tried to get me, as soon as I had that upper hand, I would got them. And then I'd say, yeah. You just got it, cuh. Yeah.
There's a lot more people out now. She's ringing the alarm.
So you're just not allowed to talk. You're allowed to be as loud as you want. Okay, so then there goes that theory that the monsters come like in a quiet place. The monsters come if you make noises. So the first restaurants to go was like Taco Bell and Del Taco and Panda Express.
What?
Because
what?
Because you get those and you just start ripping mad farts. And then the monsters come after those sounds.
And now she's just breaking through that fence with
barbed wire fence now.
Oh yeah.
And this guy's like, hey, I got her foot. Oh no, I don't.
I've got barbed wire.
What a nerd. This guy trying to be a hero.
I don't understand why they're just chasing her. Like, why? Like, who is she to them? Oh, no, they're shooting her.
You see, I told you I played Fortnite.
And just running some more in the woods.
Well, thankfully, those trees have all been like trimmed up like 8-9 feet in the air. Excuse me. So it's just the trunks.
You should be able to run without running into them.
Well,
now it's dark.
Looks like it's going to be nighttime. If those clouds all of a sudden get fucking Mufasa's face in it, we glory in suffering also, knowing that suffering brings endurance. Why is endurance capitalized?
Endurance brings hope.
So you need to work on running, get your track and field up so that you can hope to one day be lazy and not have to wake up and run 10 miles a day. Right?
That's what I got from it. Except I don't like track.
Yeah.
I did it in 6th grade, but I didn't run.
I'd come home every day from high school and we'd go for like a 3.5 mile run. I was like, oh, remember in high school when we had to do like a mile and a half run every day? And I'd come home and run another 3.5 miles. Like, hey, I've got better things to do, like watch cartoons.
Your brother enjoys running and will do marathons.
I used to like running.
No, I hated it.
Nah.
I like math now.
So now she's all, oh, I'm winded out. And then she's going to lay up against a tree.
Still just in the dark. Like, at least climb up the tree. Don't make it easy to get
Uh-oh.
You can't like climb up that tree, I don't think, unless you have like a 2-foot vertical.
Uh-oh. So that was a monster chasing her?
That's what it's...
Running just as fast as she can.
Animal.
Snarling. Uh-oh, there's multiple ones of them. Is this motherfucking Wayward Pines?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Oh, is she going to get caught?
I don't know. It's super dark. I can't even see.
See, again, I don't believe it. Name one woman in the history of any movie that has ever ran through the forest without getting tripped and hurt her ankle. Oh, so now some hillbilly comes up. Oh, that's a big ass.
With his car, the lights are just
Speaking
shining.
of foreign language, I love when closed captions do that. Where you're like, yeah, I can hear that he's speaking a foreign language. What the fuck did he say, though? There's like, oh, he was just speaking fucking, German. Okay, what did he say, though?
Yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. I know what
She's probably so confused hearing him talk.
Yeah, right, because she probably hasn't anything. But, I mean, legally, how many lights can you have on your fucking truck?
Is that a
1,
cyber
2, 3,
truck?
4, 5. God, how dare you? I love cyber trucks. Ever.
They're so ugly.
Really? You're one of those that don't like it? I mean, it does look weird. Look, I thought that they just had lights on the front of it. They have lights on the side of it, too. Good God, look at that thing. It's pitch black, and that thing is illuminating the entire forest.
It's like the size flashlight. It has like
But
10
would
gigapixels.
you trust a random person to take you down a dark road just because their car lights up?
Upper killer.
Dude, I don't even know.
Are those lights?
I mean, I would hope. Damn, Kane just said, too, there's lights inside it. What the hell?
And he has a dashboard that has even more lights because that's an old car.
Is he trying to give her food? And
I don't know. This guy's for sure going to be like, hi, are you like me? And it's an infomercial for lights, illuminating lights. You know?
They're captivating.
Dude.
I counted 11
Oh,
lights.
she's eating.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd trust him or not. But at the same time,
He kind of saved her life. But, like, what if he's not a good guy either and just saved her for him?
there's I can't remember the name of the movie, but LaJawn Woods is in it. And he goes camping with his son, and then all of a sudden a bunch of like racist hillbillies come in and get him. It's called Hangman. And like everywhere they go, like people they're all bad guys. So even when you escape from these people and get to this part of the town, there's like, oh, I'm going to come over here. Oh, so then he looks, and she has a cross burnt onto her Adam's apple area. And that's what it is. And he's
So
looking
did
at
they
me.
just
Hey.
cut out their throats and that's why they can't talk? Or like, did they cut something out and that's why they can't talk?
I mean, who says they can't talk? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just gonna say that they can't because
No, you see, he just turned his stereo all the way up, and he's gonna try talking to her. I guarantee it. Even though they speak a foreign language, like the same thing. Like, God damn it, Sprit, watch A Quiet Place. You want to do an
Okay.
episode on A Quiet Place?
yeah.
All
Let
right,
me
we can do it. What?
Let me know when.
All right, you let me know when. Oh shit!
Oh,
So he was driving and got sniped. A 360 no scope,
and then
and
he's going faster. Oh no!
and here it comes. Boom!
Oh, she got him.
Oh!
But then she crashed into a wall.
See, that's believable. As soon as the
Hey!
woman took, Like not into a wall, like into like the thinnest, like a perpendicular wall. Hopefully that car has airbags, because if not, she's
a
fucked.
tunnel.
Because
What do you
as
think foreign cars that can't be allowed in the US because of ABS issues?
well, as soon as he got sniped, he hit the gas. He went
Yeah.
pedal to the metal, and I don't see any airbags deployed. And it last time we saw there was accelerated was like 60, 70 miles an hour.
And then she ran into the wall. This is not Mario Kart.
Dude, as soon, and then again, she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. I was about to say, if there's like, hurry up, get in, we're going to save your life, would you be like, okay, hold on. Let me button up real quick. Let me buckle up so that way I'm safe.
Yeah.
Or would you be like, drive, motherfucker?
That's basically what she told him by tapping on the dash. Well, she was like, hurry up, get in here. And then look what happened.
Yeah, you see.
But
Picking up
how
highway
did-
prostitutes.
How did they
What?
meet them there to be able to snipe him? How did
It's probably
they
a
beat
circle
the car?
road. It's probably a
Literally
road.
just going in circles, not even going anywhere.
Probably like in Bethel, how they had one paved road. It just
Oh,
circled
man.
that god-awful town.
Bethel.
Bethel was
There
amazing.
literally no point to have a car in that town.
Except to get down in. You know how many times I lost my virginity in Bethel?
Nope.
None. Because I'm not going to get any.
None of the Yupik girls, the Eskimos with their front teeth.
Just that Korean girl and her family who owned that movie shop.
Oh, I remember them because her sister Gia was my BFF.
Do you have her number?
No,
Oh,
I
never
haven't
mind
talked to her since a long time.
So now, what? Did he just shoot her?
Now
Point
they're just
blank?
fighting.
Dude, there's like a fight scene going on. God, and so she hit him. Hold on. She hit him with a truck, and now he's fighting her, and they're like fighting to the death with like a shotgun, but they're not shooting each other. He's
that
like
the same
grabbing it and
guy
using it as a
that shot
bat. What?
Is that the same guy that shot her? Or is that
That's
a
the same
different
guy that, yes, and he hit her. She hit him with a truck, and then she just hit him with a rock in the head. But he like shot her point blank in the face. It looked like.
I mean, when
And
I
she
got
didn't die?
in Red versus Blues, I used my sniper rifle.
Dude.
It could do like up to 121 damage for body shots.
Fortnite's nerdy. Oh, damn. And he's not. See, this is one of the biggest things that we don't agree with is if somebody's trying to kill you and you hit them and they fall asleep, why stop?
Just keep going. Don't test
Exactly.
their
God damn it.
Like in Free Guy, you just asleep.
dead.
Yeah, no. And then look what happens.
She should have taken his gun and just pew-pewed him. That
Dude,
way
it's something. Oh, and I think that's what she just did.
Finally.
Point blank. God damn. Just Kurt Cobained it, huh?
Is that a micro SMG in his, like, his pocket?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just don't stop, man. Just like Tupac said, don't stop till you get a nut or whatever.
Close enough.
Whatever he said, man.
Words are words.
Yeah, this guy's outfit. That's the main reason why he's dead. He looks like a nerd.
Do you think
No,
she's
no.
going to search him for more bullets or just leave him there?
I think her name is. See, even with that, even though he's dead, I just make sure and like give 1 or 2 or 3 like good soccer punts to the dick. Just to make sure they're not going to get up. You know?
Just to be on the safe side, because you never know.
Yeah. And then even like chop their legs and their arms off. So if they did survive, they'd just be fucked up
They
like
couldn't
that.
do anything.
You know?
And they would get that disease.
Like I would chop off all their limbs and then hurry and put the limbs on so that way their hands were their legs and their legs were their arms. And they'd be like, I'm not a complete monster.
I would chop off their thumbs. I would irritate them. I
Yeah.
would chop off their thumbs.
And put their pinkies there so that way they don't have the rodeo joint.
No, I'm literally just gonna remove their thumbs to make it funny.
All right, so now she's going to like the beachfront and there's a fire. Is that her boyfriend? Oh, he's chained up and against a tree.
Oh, and she just got booby trapped.
And he told her no, like he was shaking at her, being like, no, don't come here. But, like women and children, they just don't listen.
Exactly.
Good God, he's not chained up. He's fucking nailed to the tree.
Imagine being nailed to the tree, bro.
Dude, that's probably hurts a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, getting a nail inside of you probably hurts.
And your hands to the tree, you know?
If stubbing your toe hurts that much, then this.
So
then she's just upside down.
And then he just whacked him in the face with the gun. Oh, I think did he kill him with that hit?
No, because his hand was still moving.
I hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that if I ever murdered, that it just isn't like one punch to the face. You know? It's not one punch to the face and that's the end of me.
Yeah.
You know, because then I'd be like, that sucks. Like my legacy is something. So then, what the hell is this guy doing now? Is he like looking around to see if there's a bad guy coming? You are the bad guy. He has the girl hanging upside down, and then the dude literally nailed to the tree, and he's like walking around like, "Ooh, what's going on?"
Scream and then use all my core power to pull up there.
What if when she did to her core strength to get up, she like ripped a mad fart and that's what got. But we've already already determined that it's not sound that gets the people, because remember they were doing all those loud dinner's done bell ringing at that
It's
freaking
voices, right? It's humanly sounds.
Uh-oh. Dang, so now this dude just got murdered.
Wait, like Quiet Place, it's human
The bad guy.
sounds.
It's not human sounds, because even in Quiet Place, it was
Ew.
Quiet Place, there's
the kid that got
the kid that screamed.
the rocket.
Oh, now she's trying to climb up the tree.
Unnatural sound.
Oh, so then that dude got
Ate by
tackled.
that thing.
Oh, he got tackled, and then his face was drug against that tree. That's like, I don't know what kind of tree that is, but that's like has like the really fucked up tree bark where it's like gaps between it, you know?
Ew.
It's probably like California redwood.
Damn, just getting eaten alive, huh? Yep, there you go. Just
They
straight
really
to the
think for
jugular.
Throats.
See, like, wouldn't you go for like different parts of the body when you eat it?
Not
You know,
if
like
they
a bicep,
rip their body in half.
a hamstring. Yep, there's ripped his head off. Oh, here we go.
Brain?
Just drinking that whatever cerebral juice.
Oh, he's not dead.
Oh, thankfully.
Let's go, he's alive.
I like how people get hit in the face, but then they don't like get their teeth knocked out. Like I would think that I would think that your teeth would get broken and chipped.
If you got uppercutted.
No, if you got hit with the butt of a shotgun so hard that it knocked you out, your teeth would probably get broken. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I remember being in elementary and recess was over and I got pushed and I chipped my front tooth because I hit it on the concrete barely.
Damn.
Yeah.
I bet I could punch somebody and knock them out and they wouldn't.
So is this guy? Oh god damn! So then these
It's like that guy.
They're like a spider monkey.
The forest monsters can climb the trees. Finally,
It's like
I bet her boyfriend pulled him down to save her.
It's like in #Alive where he has the shoestring and then he tries to climb it somehow.
yeah, it would never work. So yeah, these monsters can now climb trees. And then finally, the black dude that was hammered to the tree, like rips the nail out. Like you see, like it would be a mental thing, you know, like fucking do it because the head of that nail isn't much thicker than the body of that nail, you know? And then that's pretty funny. The girl fucking fell out of the tree and like body slammed on the side. You know, that knocked the wind out of her so bad.
I thought she pulled that creature guy down with her to land on him.
I think that was that hanging body. I don't think they were doing a magic trick floating. I think they were hanging from above. And I think she's crying because I think that was her boyfriend.
What if she immediately got the wind back into her and put that fire out?
With her butt? Because she just farted and it did it? Yeah. So now...
With the dish towel in the kitchen?
Oh, so now she's getting ready to do something. So she's getting ready. She's just laying down now. She's going to give up. After all day long, that's what you're doing? You've been fighting all day and now you're like, you know what? I'm kind of tired. There was one time I had to wear a poncho for like 4 days. I was tired, but I kept going on with murdering people.
How did you survive?
A lot of alcohol. Is that
How
what was
much
going
water?
on? Dude, the only water we had for those 4 days was fucking ice. Oh. So now she's going for the day of their calamity. I don't even know what I'm not even going to read anymore. Music softens.
Now it just has like the creepy lighting.
See, like that's what, you know, I don't,
Wind blowing.
like I'm pretty, you know, like I think that I can handle my own, but like there's things you don't bring upon yourself. Like going to a forest in the middle of the night and doing nothing. Like, oh, so now she's, because that's what the bad guys are doing. She's going to be Joanna Rambo.
Yeah,
What?
she's mad.
I don't know why.
Because they killed her boyfriend.
She didn't
Or
get
whoever he was.
That's not why she's mad.
Still, like I think during the apocalypse, like, why does everybody's clothes get all ugly?
Why?
Yeah, why does everybody all of a sudden start wearing burlap sacks and fucking...
Because they don't have any other clothes to wear.
Britt, if the end of the world happened right now, you all of a sudden would go to Grease Monkey and grab their one-piece uniforms?
What if all of their stuff got, like, you couldn't pack up anything and you had to, like, fend for yourself and then you find what you have?
Brittany, how many janitor outfits do you have?
Well, I don't have any.
Oh, okay. Every single person in this movie so far has had a janitor, mechanic, and construction.
Well, yeah, because look at where they're at.
It was probably like Black Friday before this happened.
Okay. So when you lived in Bethel, the shit town of the world, how many fucked up outfits did you have?
I'm sure I had a lot because...
I guarantee you didn't have.
Look at who our mom was.
Mm-hmm.
And think back of what the year was.
Yeah, I guarantee that she was not like, hey, just in case we fell, you can go work at Meineke. Yeah. So now she has a machine gun that she wrapped a cloth around.
To protect her from the burning, that's actually just at the tip.
And she's back at that creepy church.
Why? Like, your boyfriend's gone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would seek vengeance. But you know when I would seek vengeance? When I have visibility during the day.
Well, maybe it's easier for her at night to do it because everyone is supposed to be sleeping. No one's going to suspect her coming back.
That's why every day my diet consists of 4.5 pounds of baby carrots. I can see through the dark easily.
Yeah, but is she going to shoot that nun lady, the pregnant lady?
I shoot her through her lower spine, so it shoots her and the baby.
What if she's carrying like a devil child? And that's
Maybe.
where all those monsters are.
But here's the thing. Not a single person has signed in this movie. Not a single person has talked in this movie. So what if...
Only one person has talked in this movie.
What?
The foreign guy.
Yeah, the foreign guy.
And he has an exception.
But, like... Oh,
Right.
holy fuck.
Ugh.
Did you see what she just
What
did?
happened?
So she had
No.
a knife and she cut open the baby.
She didn't. So the girl who was kidnapped held the nun at gunpoint, and then the nun pimp slapped her and got the gun out of her hand, and then the nun grabbed a knife to try to stab her and chopped her in the head, and she fell down, and they did a zoom in on the nun's belly for some reason.
Because what if she's just not really pregnant and she's
just faking the funk on the nasty dunk?
Yeah, because the girl that got kidnapped, she was just staring at her when she was rubbing her belly. Or a secret belly.
Yeah.
That summons all those creatures.
It's not like your nails are 72 inch long machete. So, it said fabric rips, and I saw the shirt rip in something red. So I'm pretty sure that
probably just.
There's blood all over her.
Where'd that blood come from? As soon as they take him to the forest.
I think it was from her.
Oh yeah, because her, she got chopped in the head with a knife earlier today.
Are they gonna bury her alive?
So they dug a grave. Oh, I mean, I guess that's cool.
It's like a little casket.
They dug a grave and put a casket in it and then threw her in there. Normally, you just dig a grave and throw people in it. You don't worry about building the casket for them.
if I have food and water, I would gladly live in there.
The fuck you would.
If I had food and water, I would gladly live in there. If there's
underground
apocalypse, because 1, it's cold. 2,
piss.
The other guy.
Shit.
That's the
air.
Room. Okay, you can easily get.
Yeah.
Oh.
You would live in a casket. You would instantly die.
Now she's in a tunnel.
What the hell? This all of a sudden turns into what the hell? Kill Bill Volume 2.
Unless she's dreaming this too, like a deja vu.
God. I mean, that's nice that they gave her a lamp, I guess. Because usually everybody that I murder and throw into a shallow grave while they're alive after I just chop their head with a knife, I'd be like, hey, just in case you're not dead, there's a tunnel at the bottom of your feet, and here's a lamp. So you can come out and seek revenge on all of us.
What if they didn't know that it was in there and there's a secret person on the inside trying to help her?
They just recycle. Graves.
I mean, wouldn't you if you just live out in the middle of the woods and...
I wouldn't. Every single day, I'd be like, just in case. Look at that big ass rock or something right there. What if that was a dinosaur egg? A Tyrannosaurus Rex skull?
What if your friend was buried on the other side and it just went to your friend? Hey, what's up?
Yep. But at the same time, who dug this tunnel? We'll never know because they didn't ever tell us. Boom.
What was there 500 years before?
What if it was all that mud that the creatures used?
What if it was just giant ants? You know?
What if they were just trying to dig to China and then they got tired?
Well, it's not physically possible to dig to China because of the Earth's crust and layer.
No, you could do it. Not with that attitude, though.
You can't really dig to China because it will get too hot and the entire.
Oh, she hears them.
Snarling, I'm pretty sure.
God. No. She's going right back. She's just past the dinosaur egg. Going right back to her fucking casket. It's like a kid. It's like a kid. She's like, you better motherfucking be in bed. They hurry and run and try to jump in bed.
Rah!
And then the person's like, oh, just going to get your toes.
Yeah, and there's
God.
the person gonna get her toes, gonna get her nose.
That's what happens when you don't go to bed. What? How?
Wait, did she just scream back at it?
She screamed hoarsely at it. God, you know her breath is fucking ripe as fuck, too, because she hasn't brushed her teeth. She got some beautiful ass eyes, though.
Ooh, she clawed the
Ooh.
stomach.
She scratched her stomach.
The nun's stomach.
Now
it's all trying to make sense, but I'm still so confused.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
What's going on?
What?
The blood.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the blood on her is from the other people.
Who knows? With that person, like, I don't understand how the creepy monsters are biting and eating those people without any teeth.
They have teeth.
Those are little homeless nubs. Like when I had my veneers put on, they grind my teeth down to a fine powder. So my teeth, if I took my veneers off, they would look like fucking, I don't know, little Tic Tac chiclets.
So
Ew. That was her hand? I thought that was a monster's hand.
so they let her go because they smelled like that baby's blood? Or is that like...
Or probably they're just like, you know what? You've had a...
Dragged away.
I think she pushed herself. So they probably say, you know what? You had a hard day, all right? You live to play another day.
That monster's now sleeping with her.
Probably they're now boyfriend and girlfriend.
Is the monster going to go after everybody else now?
Well, there's an entire group of monsters, remember?
Yeah.
I know, but look, all of the kidnapping people are all together.
Like, can we sleep in the same tent tonight? I'm afraid.
I'm really scared.
Damn, look at that girl's bangs, dude. That's the hottest haircut I've ever seen in my life. What?
It's so hot it could burn off.
My pants could burn off. Oh, they're going to Grandma's tent.
I feel like Grandma's pretty important if they're just going to keep going and checking on her.
Is that a stretcher?
I feel like Grandma's dried out because everything is... There's like a fire going on inside the tent, which is like closed shut. And then Grandma looks super wrinkly. Like they're just turning Grandma into beef jerky.
Grandma jerky.
Yeah.
It's like in Minecraft when you go to the nether and then you find the dried gas and then you have to rehydrate it for 20 minutes in water.
Jesus. So now finally the girl does something smart and climbs out of the ground.
Did she dig that? I swear, if she dug that with her nails.
She probably did.
Did they bury her though? Or did they
Yeah.
just put the lid on her?
Ew, what if it was just a joke? They're like, ha, we never put dirt on you. We just put the fucking wood on it.
You live in a simulation.
But there's
Oh, so now
she's cleaning her belly.
she's like, oh, we got it. I would too.
Holy water.
If a homeless person scratched me, I would just instantly fucking chop my arm off. I wouldn't want to risk getting homeless blood on me.
I wouldn't want to risk getting herpes. from them.
Exactly. Like, you know when like a zombie bites you or a zombie splits blood and you turn into a zombie? If a homeless person scratches you, you turn into a homeless.
Have you seen that video where it's like, if you're homeless, just buy a house?
Yeah.
That's not how.
Well, you know what they say about homeless people? They're just like me and you, but without homes.
Everything's catching on fire. And now they're all Was that Grandma's tent?
That was Grandma's tent. Grandma was too dehydrated. See?
Oh.
It's not turned flammable.
That's grandma oil from fucking Impractical Jokers.
Grandma turned from beef jerky to kerosene.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
How did Grandma turn into kerosene?
And then everybody's all crying. Like, how does that guy have an infinite? Okay, ring the bell.
Water buckets in Minecraft are also infinite for some random reason.
Dude. They're like, damn it. See, every time that... Oh. And that's hilarious.
She
Because,
caught
like, there's...
everything on fire.
Because the fire is catching the ropes on fire, and the ropes are burning in half, and they're swinging and touching those dried-ass tents. And they're lighting those tents on fire. Like, damn, that is a good...
I knew Grandma had rehydrated.
Their whole world is falling apart.
Hell yeah, they are. It's like the fucking underground people that live in Vegas.
Was that a propane tank?
That's the moonshine tank. That's just going to combust as fuck. No, the sexy bangs girl just got banged in her fucking chest.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, and then the bad girl got shot in her kidney.
So where was this anger a while ago?
Right. It's like those fucking basketball and football movies. We're like, you know what? Hey,
we're pro all of a sudden.
Before we start the game, can you give us like a good talk so that way we start out strong and finish strong? Like, I don't want to go into the game and be down 100 points by halftime, and then you give us a good talk, and then we come back and win by 2. Like, I'd like to start out strong, please.
Yeah.
Like in Rocky, like, hey, if I start out strong and I fight the first round really good and win, I don't have to get punched in my face for the next fucking 11 rounds.
Yeah, then he died. He dies.
Exactly. You know? So now we're having a shootout. And then, I don't know if you knew this, Sprit, but bullets go through fucking canvas tents. They're not brick walls.
Unless you just have really bad aim and you can't even...
There's like, take the bullet, Jesus, and then you shoot it.
No, Jesus takes the wheel.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Take the bullet, Jesus. Ew, that's some shitty-ass 22.
22 cal is crazy.
Oh, and he's just bucking like, ooh, here we go.
It doesn't even have a scope.
God damn it.
Scope out the person.
Here we go.
That's why it's called scoping out.
Why does that guy look like that?
Why is he walking around?
Because he's on a mission.
He's the only bad guy left.
Bro.
Yeah, which is like the main...
On another level.
And he's all mad. Did his machine gun shoot even though you don't even have a machine gun? Does he have MC Hammer Pants? He's all happy. He shot somebody. He's like, yes, the Ford Taurus I shot.
Let's go. It was on somebody else.
Ah, and it was a fucking bald black woman he shot. That's fucked up.
It looks like Wakanda Forever.
Ooh, she got him in the throat. Chopped off.
She got him in the head. That head is completely gone from his body. So who is that? Is that the bad girl or is that the good girl? Oh, that's the good girl.
Good.
So now who's she trying to... The only person left now is the nun, right?
I think so.
Definitely not Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma started the fire.
Grandma.
Yep, so then there's the bad woman.
Yeah, there's
See,
the bad
like right there, as petty as I am, I would have walked by that bad woman and fucking chopped her in the head.
I would fart.
You know? Ooh, creeping up those stairs, looking like Fortnite boots. She's got them Fortnite shitty boots.
I wonder
Is that a
is she
song?
going after the nun?
God damn it. She's still going to that church, man.
There's gotta-
the frying pan one more time, and Granny revives herself.
Like, quit going. Oh, and the nun's coming back through with a gang of Tangeray.
Oh no, she knocked out her machete.
Yeah, well, see how embarrassing it is to get beat up by a pregnant woman?
She's probably just not pregnant.
I would punch that woman
That's
right in
not
her.
good for the baby.
I would trip her so she belly flopped, and the belly of the baby would come out right out of her butt.
Imagine belly flopping in a pool.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
just pooping out all them babies.
Hey, that's a good night.
Good God, that's a big ass cleaver.
she's biting her? Wait,
Right in the neck. No, that's just no. That's a good. I 100% support that. I 100%.
what's coming out of her?
She's having she's in labor. Either that or her hemorrhoids pop because the baby's getting ready to come out of her butt.
So-
I 100%. I loved that fucking fight right there, honestly. What the fuck? The bad woman is still alive, even being shot in her fucking kidney?
What is going on right now?
You see, that's why, as petty as I am, when you walk by, if somebody fucking wronged you, you've already killed all these people. What's one more person going to do? You've killed 25 people in the cult. Kill the fucking 25th person. And now the nun is going into labor who has her jugular bit.
And they still can't make any noise.
They vowed silence. You know? So if they stub their toe on their kitchen counter, you can't be like, God damn it. Because you would break your vow, you know?
Well, if I didn't have an epidural, yeah, I'm going to break my vow.
You had an epidural?
Yeah, each time.
Huh. Not me. So then, like a true Filipino, she pulls out her straight razor. Good God, and she starts fucking the bad woman up. Throws her through the church chapels, or what are those things? The church benches? What the fuck are they called?
Isn't it just called a bench?
I don't know. I thought they're steeples. No,
No.
something. Damn, and she grabs that butcher's knife.
Oh, but she's still
it was a block, and then she didn't even get a bone. She just chopped her in the neck. See, and look, she just pulls it out. She's okay. She's okay. Brittany, remember when you did that scene? You fucking had to blow all that blood out. That was good. And now we watch these movies where it's like, I guarantee somebody's behind her shooting the fucking blood. You know? It just hit her in the skin. It didn't hit her bone. Come on.
Like she's dead. I mean, fine.
There's some noise. Oh.
Yeah, the nun. Okay, so the nun just
a lot skinnier now.
pooped out the baby. And
she's like scared of the baby.
It's a different race than her husband. And that's why she's afraid of it.
It starts walking. It's Chucky.
Good night. The nun just fucking slit her own throat with that big ass butcher's knife, and it shot all over the glory hole for extra lube.
Gross.
Yep, there's that glory hole, dude. Such a weird angle. Oh, and then there's wind in the church. So for sure that good girl is just ripping farts, right?
I mean, what if that girl is now like the head of this cult? And that's why she didn't get eaten.
Like in Hook, when Peter Pan came back, there's like, you are the Pan.
What if
the fire's still going in the forest, though? That's their moonshine distillery. Those things haven't exploded yet. They use car mufflers as their fucking bubblers.
Oh my god!
Damn, G.
What if she thinks that the baby's just not, so she just carries it, then tries to res it.
What if the baby came out as a Ninja Turtle and the mom couldn't hang because she
What
knew
if
she
it
couldn't?
wasn't even a baby?
What if it was just air?
What if it was just
Johnny
exactly?
Johnny Gas level.
What if it really was just fucking all the gas station food that she had been eating for 8 years?
What if it was,
But where did all of these creatures come from? Why are there so many of them?
There's always been this many. Remember, there was that scene where they were all running through the forest. It looked like the goddamn Wayward Pines. So now all these people are just walking around looking like a bunch of fentanyl addicts in fucking Oregon, just walking around the streets.
Listen, just because they are decriminalized,
Maybe Seattle, all right, not
maybe just Portland area.
San Francisco. And then, so then the good girl goes and looks at the baby. It looks like she's going to go pick it up. And here comes all these monsters coming into the church, be like, hey, have we missed sacrament yet? No? All right. Exactly.
I just
Uh-oh.
want to see what this baby looks like.
God, I hope this baby is a dwarf. Like the dwarf among all dwarfs. Like that would seriously make my night.
We all know you have a little fetish for it.
I love fucking midgets. Yesterday somebody told me that midget is the worst term to use, like
Why?
for little people, and I was like, "Are you sure?" Like dwarfs, like you know what I'm saying?
Shorties.
Wait,
I don't know what it is.
they all came to her.
They were going to the baby. What if the baby came out looking like them?
What if the baby is the leader?
What if the nun?
The cult leader will.
What if the nun banged one of those daywalkers? And now the daywalkers are all screaming. They're all mad, like, no.
It's not my job. It's my
What the
Ew,
fuck?
what
It's
is
a
that?
it's a goat. It's the devil. It's
I told
fucking
you.
it's Sweet Tooth.
How did a goat stuff her weapons? Bro.
And that's
Whoa.
why she gotta live, because she had the blood of that thing on her.
It was the dragon egg.
Oh,
It
maybe.
was the dragon egg.
I don't know. But that's still just gross. That. Have you ever seen Sweet Tooth on Netflix?
No.
Well, you should watch that shit with your kids too. Is that the end of the movie?
Yeah.
What? Yep, that was.
I'm still really confused.
I think that you called it though. I think you called it though.
I'm going to bed.
But let's take a break and let's refill.
Okay.
And let's come back for final thoughts on Azrael.
I'm mad, so I'm just
Something.
gonna go to bed.
All right. I'm gonna go grab a refill,
And I'm gonna go to bed.
and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back with final thoughts on Azrael, whatever the fuck, Azrael.
I don't know what to think. I feel like I could do this kind of movie, though, with no lines.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting that there really wasn't any, but I feel like we understood what was going on in the movie and the whole, for the most part, the gist of it. But I think that you really did call it at the end, how they're like, oh, she wasn't murdered. Maybe because of that.
Yeah,
but that's still fucked up.
It.
But you, as a mom, if all of a sudden you were pregnant and you're just like, you know what, I'm pretty sure there's a fucking devil goat inside of me. Wouldn't you know from like day one?
Well, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
but I'm also not like possessed like she was to
That's
just.
Well, it was just so funny because like as soon as she gave birth, she's like, oh, what? That really was a fucking devil goat inside of my butt?
But
Like,
I don't understand how she had a goat or whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't.
And then why that?
But those creature things, they weren't goats. So like, why are they all Hail Mary about this goat when like they were like people?
I don't know. It was pretty fucking funny though. You know?
Yeah, but where was all that anger in the beginning? Why is it always at the end?
Right. And I was like, oh, like on what the fuck? The Lion King again. There's like that scene where like all the gazelles or something are running. Then all of a sudden there's this last one. It's like, oh, we're running, and then he runs too. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, why did you wait so long to do that? You know? Don't procrastinate. Just get that shit done.
Yeah.
Like
Or
all these
just
people
huh?
yeah, the people that like we reference the basketball and the football games. Just go out there and play strong to start out, and then you don't got to fucking worry about losing at the end of it. Could you imagine those sport games, those sport movies, where they're getting their asses whooped the first half, and they come back and win the second half? If you went that first half with that intensity of the second half, how horribly and embarrassing you would have destroyed that other team.
Yeah.
Like, no mercy, you know? But, I wanted to bring up the fight. So there's a couple movies that, Anthony and I have watched, and it's, I don't know how to explain. It's like a true fight, if that makes sense, you know, because like a fight, there are no rules. The rule is the first person to stop the other person. That's basically the winner of the fight, you know? And so there's been multiple movies that we watched there, and you're just like, you know what? You're fighting for your life. There is no fucking rule. That person's trying to kill you. You're trying to fucking survive. There is no rule. So even though that fucking Azrael woman wasn't a fucking bad guy or anything, she fucking bit that person because that fucking got her the upper hand on that fight. Bite their nose, bite their lip, bite, you know?
Yeah.
Do something to fucking do it. Like that was, I love movies that have like a super realistic things like that. You know, like that's a real fucking fight
Could
move.
you do that?
Hopefully, I am never in a situation where I'm getting my ass whooped like that. But 100%, like if so, like I knew some people that I'd say knew some people, and they got into a fight, and this dude, I can't remember if he bit the person's lip or bit the person's nose.
Ew.
But for the rest of that person's life, they're gonna be like, "Oh, don't fight that person. He bit somebody's nose off, or he bit that person's lip off." Then you're never gonna have to fight again,
Like
ever.
Mike Tyson with the ear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So, but that raw emotion, that raw fight like that was, you know, that was a great touch to that movie because it's life or death. Like you're going to do whatever you can to survive, even if it's biting some fucking nun's neck. That's a fucked up thing, but pretty hilarious. That,
But was
you know,
she really, like, I know we kept calling her a nun, but like, what do you think she really was?
probably a fucking nun cult leader. I don't fucking know. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
if nuns can get pregnant.
If you fuck a goat, that's the punishment. Like, oh, I can't have sex with a man, but I can bang the fuck out of this billy goat gruff. and then he's like, for your punishment, guess what? The billy goat gruff is going to be exactly.
Oh.
Now you're going to be the leader of a fucked up cult that looks like burn victims.
I mean, whatever works in this day and age, I guess, because that movie was just made last year, or it came out last year.
Yeah. Fucking went to town.
Well, now you know to just stay away from the woods and creepy old rundown churches with.
Or if there's fucking ever a fire in the middle of the woods, don't be like, hey, there's fire. Let's go over there and look at it. No.
You got to peek in to see if Granny's okay.
Or you got to mist Granny so she doesn't fucking spontaneously combust into fucking flames and destroy your entire fuck. So out here a couple years ago, like I was dead serious. Like there's underground people that live out here, you know? And so they are so greasy and oily and dirty that the casino that's right down the street from us,
Mm-hmm.
there was like a gigantic black ball of smoke that fucking was like and went up. And we're just like, damn, like that's fucked up. That looks like a house or something. And so we were driving, and all of a sudden there were a bunch of fucking cop cars and fire trucks and shit like that was going on. And we're like, oh, maybe it was like a training thing.
Oh, yeah.
No. 2 fucking dirty homeless people fucking caught on fire, and since they were so greasy and oily, it fucking just combusted like that, and they fucking lit like the entrance to like the underground tunnels on fire, and so all those people were there to help put the fucking fire out. You know what I'm saying? So homeless people, they're just dried out, greasy. They're like fucking oil rags.
So just stay away from them, I guess.
Jesus. But no, I really, the fight scene was good. I like, you know, this is a really good movie that, you know, there wasn't any dialogue in it, but we still, you know, got the gist of it, even though we had it on fucking mute the whole time anyways.
I know. So since you like creepy stuff like this, have you seen Megan is Missing?
No.
You should watch that by
Where's
yourself.
Megan is Missing.
Do not watch it with Liam.
All right. Okay, Megan is Missing.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
I think it's either on Netflix or Max.
Okay. Megan is motherfucking Missing. All right then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we should get on. Seriously. We should do whenever you can. Even fucking tomorrow, the next day. I don't give a shit. A Quiet Place.
A Quiet
We should
Place.
fucking
What is that
watch.
on?
I think Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu or Netflix, I don't remember. But yeah, A Quiet Place.
All right, next time.
All right. Well, thank you. And everybody else, thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Deuces.